All right, guys, so there's really no better welcome back to UFC than to watch the UFC 231 press conference for Valentina Shevchenko versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk, set to go down December 8th in the co-main event for that vacant flyweight strap. This countdown was a brilliant expose of the history between, Val and JJ. It was really a brilliant expose. I love that because we as fight fans, we as UFC fans, MMA fans, women's MMA fans, we only saw Valentina come through, she didn't have that many. Actually, she did have quite a few fights in MMA, but we saw her around Cage Warriors. We saw her around doing, fighting, but really it's it's her reign over the UFC strawweights that has really made her mark. She has been clipping up strawweights for the majority of her MMA career. Literally just been beating up, bloodying, just outclassing all of those strawweights down there. Back during her time, during her reign, she was outclassing everybody. Clearly, the game has changed. There's a lot of fighters now I can't see JJ beating. I can't see her beating Tatiana Suarez for sure. Can't see her beating Rose again. It's just a couple of fighters I can't see. But we all are used to Joanna Jędrzejczyk being the overwhelming favorite, right? And in this countdown, it's so obvious that she's the underdog. And this is a different storyline for Joanna. Joanna Jędrzejczyk is the underdog in this fight. The favorite, the overwhelming favorite, is Valentina Shevchenko. You could feel it. Even in the beginning, just the first 5 minutes of the countdown, man, I literally had chills and goosebumps. It was that good. It was that good. Just showing, the nomadic fighter just going from Vegas to Denver to Maine to Florida. Now she's out in Canada. Just going out from place to place, bouncing all over the U.S., training, rolling with anybody. There was one shot that just was beautiful, man. They showed a shot of Valentina training with Rose Namajunas, and they were rolling and just kind of getting their jiu-jitsu in, and they were rolling, and Valentina rolled Rose Namajunas into a belly down armbar, and they cut that shit into the actual belly down armbar from UFC fight night where she armbarred Juliana Pena. Just go back and look at that scene. That was brilliant editing right there. They rolled that shit. It was almost seamless. All of a sudden, if you blinked, you'd be like, what the hell just happened? It was just so smooth. First it was Rose, she was rolling it, she went belly down, and then it was all of a sudden it was Juliana Pena, and you were actually in the octagon. Man, that shit gave me chills. This is meant for Valentina. It really is. This countdown made me believe it even more. Even more. Valentina is due. She's due this belt. She's going to be the type of champion that we've never seen before. She is. She's going to be the type of champion we've never seen before. She just needs the belt. That's it. She just needs the strap. Now, the storyline with JJ being the underdog, I love it. I really do love it. There's no better person to, who else was JJ going to be the underdog against? We've seen her with Rose twice. We're not going to see that fight ever again. Now, who was she going to be the underdog against? I mean, they were always going to say that she was the overwhelming favorite and then she was just going to get beat. But this storyline of her being the underdog, people like an underdog. Had JJ created this storyline for herself 2 months ago, more people would probably be backing her and she probably would have been able to make more fans. But, JJ is she's too self-absorbed. She's too self-absorbed to make herself the underdog. I mean, even on the Countdown show, you see her and Mike Brown watching footage of Valentina losing to Nunes. I thought that was so stupid. I was just like, did you see Nunes? I know you see Nunes swole ass walking up in that gym every day. I know you see her walk in there every day. Nunes is no joke. I mean, I don't think that Nunes is a big bantamweight for you know. I think she's just a regular bantamweight. She looks like a bantamweight. She can make featherweight, yes, but it's like she's not really a big girl, but she makes herself a big girl. Did you see her on that countdown? She was so swole. She was not swole as in fit. I just thought she looked pudgy. She was big. Nunes looked really big. She looked like she had an allergic reaction or some shit and that her whole face was swelling up. Her eyes could barely even open. I wasn't sure what was happening, what was going on there, but Nunes is a big girl right now. Nunes is carrying it heavy. Anyways, Nunes is a different animal than JJ. Them watching that fight is just simple-minded. It was so simple to do that on the countdown show. It was so staged. You know, Mike Brown had his beat-up ass phone out there. That phone was beat up as hell. And it's like, why not pull out your new phone to look at the footage? Why did you have to pull out that beat-up phone? It's just so extra. So extra. I know Mike Brown is smarter than that. I hope that he's smarter than that. To be honest, I have not been impressed with the American Top Team in terms of what they've done to Joanna Jędrzejczyk's fight game. She already was a good striker. You know, JJ came into the game as a great striker. Before she even got with ATT, she was a good striker. What ATT was supposed to bring to her game was they were supposed to slow down her fight game to where she could, her striking game to where she could add more arsenal, throw her weapons a little bit better, throw her elbows in there a little bit better, throw her knees. These are things we never see JJ do. And she still never does it. It's just, they just took her on as a champion and said, we'll make sure that you don't get worse. But look, she's lost her belt. I don't like ATT for JJ, to be honest. I think she should be doing the nomadic thing just like Valentina, but you know, that's on her. That's on her. Hopefully at some point they do develop because they were also supposed to add wrestling to her game. Wrestling or BJJ, but definitely wrestling. They were supposed to add something. It's just been all takedown defense, wrestling defense. And JJ mentioned that. I guess she doesn't work on her wrestling defense. Valentina is working on judo throws, wrestling offense. Have you ever heard of it? You know, Valentina is working on wrestling offense. And JJ needs to be working on wrestling offense as well, judo offense. Isn't Kayla Harrison down there? Kayla should have been showing you some throws. Throws will definitely work well. Throws work well in the women's divisions. And I actually see Joanna getting tossed on her head. When I saw her take down that really weak-ass wrestling trip that she did against one of the guys, I can't remember. I don't know if it was an actual fighter, but, you know, during the countdown show, she did a little wrestling trip, and I was just like, there was no speed behind that. There was no power behind that. Nothing. JJ actually didn't look that good to me. I didn't think she looked good. I thought that she looked, even in her solo shots, she looked sunken out in the eyes. I'm not sure why she has that look still. I just don't understand why she still has that look. But either way, it was bone chilling to watch the countdown and just see the story unfold and know that we're this close to one of the top women's MMA fights of the year. Obviously, it's going to be Cyborg and Nunes, you know, because they are two champions, two dominant, brutal. We're in for something with UFC 232, but this is a super fight. This is definitely a super fight. Anyways, guys, that's my take on the UFC countdown. I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure everybody has already watched it. I'm probably the last on the totem pole right here to watch it, but I really enjoyed it. Anyways, guys, share your thoughts with me in the comments section. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button.